Hey guys, all right, this might be a long one. Got some more dirt on Queen, and I got some more dirt on Elvis. I don't know how he came up, but he did. Anyway, before all that, do you remember the last Christ I was with? The last video? He came in the last video. I mentioned him, told him what's going on, or told you guys what's going on with him. You won't believe this. I had that sex experience with the priestess in a dream. This is all in the astral, spiritual. So this Christ, he was. I told him no sex. It's in my life review. No sex for rich. Well, he gave me sex, but it was a priestess that was on me, and I was like, anyway. After that, a whole day went by. I woke up the next morning. The regent priest came and said, we documented they were watching this guy the whole time with me. He didn't know it, and I didn't know it. Turns out that dream when I was in his manger, I was in Christ's manger, and he gave me that sex dream, and all that shit went down in the last video. Turns out he got arrested by the regent priests because they watched the whole thing. How they did that, I don't know. I woke up, they told me he got arrested for molesting me. Later that day, I went to sleep. They told me then that his punishment or his crime was rape. He fucking raped me when I was with the priestess. So was the priestess real? To my head, she was real. I ain't done yet. It gets even worse. Later that day, I went to meditate, sleep, whatever you want to call it. He was there. I thought he was in jail. No, he's not. Well, I don't know how they do things there, really. But turns out he has 30 to 40 followers, people that follow him. The regent priests arrested him. All their followers are wondering why. No one's saying nothing. But I go lay down. He's talking to me. As soon as I lay down, he's right in my goddamn head. He's saying, in front of everybody, it's no secret now, to my family, to the regent priest, I'm without a Christ taking care of me. So they were trying to get me another one. This guy, he goes, and he was all into the Bigfoots and the UFO experiences I've had, everything I put on this channel. He was all into it. So he's now cooling up to me. He wants to be with me. I'm like, what about this girl that's inside me that you put inside me? This girl, not the priestess dream, but he's connected to some girl. She's in there talking to my innocence all the time. Now, I don't know if she's a part of him. She's got to be. But there's like two of them, a girl and him. Either way, I don't know what the fuck's going on. He's like asked me out to be his boyfriend. I'm like, hell no, 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 no to everything. And the regent priests are. I'm with the regent priest in the regent priest place, and I was nice about it. I just said nope, not interested. Sorry. I thought I heard you got arrested by the regent priest. So he goes, well, he said what the hell did he say? He said that yeah, but he wants to be with me. So when all this stuff goes down. He's not, because turns out he ain't a Jesus Christ at all. The Regent priest found this out. Turns out he's not a Jesus Christ at all. He's a guy, an imposter. So he went to the magistrate, signed up, I'm Jesus Christ, I'm here to help. And no one paid attention. The magistrate and all the people that work with them, the bureaucracy, they're under investigation by the Regent priest for letting this guy in posing as a Jesus Christ. He wasn't even Jesus Christ. He was just some schmuck, like a priest or a cultist in St Lucian with 30, 40 followers. Another day goes by. The Regent priests are livid. A new Christ comes. I'm like, oh, fuck. So a new Christ comes. This guy puts his energy in me. It feels compassionate and love. I'm like, you gotta give him the benefit of the doubt every single time. So I do that. I go to bed later that night. I wake up. He got in a fight with the Regent priest. Now, the reason he got in a fight with the Regent priest is because they don't really do everything. The regents don't do everything that Christ do, and Christ doesn't do everything the regents do. So it's like the Regent priests do separate things, where Christ is compassion and love, and that's it. He's a hippie, straight up. The ultimate hippie. Do no harm, do no nothing, heal people. That's it. The Regent priests actually do the work. Well, he does work too, but the Regent priests do the investigations, the energy work, taking inside your body, watch my videos, it's all there. So this new craze, I'm talking to him, showing him around, telling him to read my no sex in dreams, nothing. He turns out he's pretty good. He's a pretty good guy. He's a older guy, really mellow. I don't know. And he got in a fight with the regents. I don't know, what are you fighting about? Now the voices in my head, I can't sleep at night. I get about 2 hours sleep out of exhaustion throughout the day, 24 hours. And that is because around that time, the Regent priests, around that time, the last video, though I never mentioned it, but the Regent priests had taken CBC that was growing in me. Well, CBC is like I'm giving birth to, in my heart, another person. The reason these other people come out of me, and you and everybody, makes no difference. You have them too. Me, the reason so many people are coming off of me, sprouting off of me, is because I'm open and I need to talk, but I'm not allowed to talk. So I let my heart talk. Then it talks and a person forms. Now, what happened was he got so big, he's talking so much, and it was good here. It was good that he couldn't be here anymore. And it was right after I pointed that gun at the cultist who wanted to be Jesus Christ. I'm keeping this pretty cool. I'm over it. And that's why I haven't made a video in a week or since the last one. It's because I'm getting over it. But I had a gun and I was shooting him, but I couldn't hit him. So I don't know what the fuck that was about. I wanted to shoot him. Right after that dream, I woke up from the dream and I started shooting. I had him dead to rights. I don't understand why I couldn't shoot him. Then that Christ, the new Christ came. They moved took CBC out from my heart and put them in my back, connected them underneath my shoulder blades in my spine. So it's running up and down that positive negative flow through your body. He's in there somewhere now. He's stuck in there. And he has to stay there until he's developed enough to actually leave on his own. It ain't going to be until next year that he's developed enough that he can go out and live on his own with probably Christ or Tina and the family. Just like Elizabeth. When she popped out, Elizabeth popped out just before he came. Elizabeth popped out. Within a week, I had another voice growing. And it don't make good for me. Anyway, as soon as they stuck him in my back, the Christ guy came. He was talking to CBC inside me. She and the girl was talking to CBC from the cult Christ that's under arrest for raping me and molesting me. Can you fucking believe it? Hey, baby. Come on. Fuck. Are you kidding me? What the fuck? There's no fucking way it would ever happen. See, now I'm getting upset. So I'm going to try to keep it mellow. Anyway. I'm going insane. I can't sleep because everybody is inside talking to me, connecting to CBC to talk to him. I'm laying there. I got 80 people screaming in my head, and it sounds like white noise. 10 different fucking conversations. I'm losing my shit. The region priests come. They find out what's going on. By that afternoon, I had 3 days before that, they put my seeds back. 63 seeds. Man, it was fucking great. I could see for 1,000 miles in my future all the probabilities that I'm involved with in my life. Good one, bad one. Do this, don't do this. It'll all work out. Or it won't. I can see it all. On the third day, I went crazy from the noise. Literally. Fucking nuts. I would, if they said nope, it's gonna be like this for the rest of your life, I would have shot myself in the head. Fucking straight up. No fucking way am I living like that in this earth. Anyway, that's how bad it was. So the region priests assessed, said, yep. And I knew, I got it in my head, it's the fucking seeds. They enhanced everything. Plus, the day before I got my seeds, they moved CBC under my back, under my shoulder blades, which is a beeline right to my head. They go, he's got to be there till next fucking summer, roughly, to develop. I said, no fucking way. So it got to be something you can do. There's no way I'm going to fucking kill myself. And I'm not mad at CBC. He's just, this shit happened. And this is what you got to deal with. They got to talking, and I listened to them talk. What they planned on doing was they went over all the options that they could do with me, and I listened to it. They were gonna take him, separate CBC from me, but he has to be with another person. So they were taking. There's a CBC that came from me, but he was in me long before this happened to me. When this happened to me, they separated him. And he's now going to school in St Lucian and training to be a Christ. And he's all peace and love and everything. Awesome guy. They're asking CBC number 1 to take CBC number 2 from me and put it into him. He agreed to it. And then they said, well, we can connect CBC to CBC 1 and 2, put them together, and they can carry them around separate. But he has to be alive with another entity. This is what I found out. Just like me, a host. I gave birth to it. It got so big I fucking losing my mind. They're gonna take him off me and stick him in CBC. Okay. They said maybe we can incorporate the consciousness. And they said, why don't we incorporate the consciousness? So take CBC number 2, Innocence, and stick him into consciousness and slowly develop over time into one consciousness. That was an option they had, and they can do that, I guess. They can fucking do that, these regent priests. They also said we can stick him into Tina, and Tina agreed to it. So they take him, put him into Tina, and she could care for this guy. Because I'm going insane. I haven't hurt. I get upset and I get crazy. But I don't lash out on CBC or anybody innocent. I just go after the son of a bitch just fucking. And if I'm going crazy from CBC and the noise in my head, it's brutal. It's brutal. I don't fucking put that on anybody. It is brutal. Anyway. So Monday, Tuesday, they're gonna take CBC out of me and put them in CBC number 1 because they're basically both from me and they're putting them together as one. Well, not one, they're not incorporating. He's going to take care of it like a baby, but it's connected to his heart. And they're going to see how that goes, which will shut down the voices in my head. And the whole time I'm going through the priestess bullshit. She's in me. Okay. And I'm losing my fucking mind. You wouldn't even believe it. You wouldn't. They have to. They got to take him out. I don't want him to go. I love the guy, but they got to take him out. He's a baby. He's a baby. That's it. Smart fucking guy, but he's smart. He uses words I don't. Shit. I don't even believe it. Anyway. Monday night, they're taking him out tomorrow. Sticking him in CBC. They had to take, I had 63 seeds. Lasted 3 days. Now, yesterday, the day before, they took 50 something out, and I got 14, which I had most of my life, 14 seeds. So I'm right back to where I started. The reason I had to take the seeds out was I was going crazy with the voices in my head. And the seeds, the glow, the spark, the inner light, and enhances everything. Bam! Just like an explosion of fucking awesomeness. Awesomeness. You can see the aliens fly by. You can wave at them. Hey, you can see them. Fucking everything. You wouldn't even believe it. You wouldn't even believe it. Now I can see a little bit right back where I was, which is good, I guess, for my condition. So the priests took that out. The fight that went on with Christ was, see, the regent priests wanted to run tests, and they were brutal tests. Christ fought against it. I saw Christ when I woke up. I saw his face, and he was like, you couldn't even talk. He's like, I'll fight. He goes, you wanted to know if Christ and the priests don't see eye to eye all the time. He goes, we don't. And he goes, I defended you the best I could, but they won. And so I had this whole series of fucking dreams that were brutal. Just brutal. Wasn't sexual. Just putting me in situations and stuff. Anyway, today at lunchtime, I woke up after a little nap, and guess what? The priestess has been arrested. She's been arrested. Bam. Just like that. Now they're interrogating her, find out what's real or not. They got dirt on her because the dreams long before this and the dreams I had with the Regent priest during this was, yep, she's violating me and she's lying. She's lying, straight up lying. She's addicted to me, but she lies about it. I knew it. And I've been telling Christ and the Regents for fucking 8 months every day. She's lying to you. She's lying right to you. Oh, we can't prove it. Well, fucking, they got it. They got it, and she got arrested. And I said, well, don't throw her under the bus. She's fucked up, confused, but she's a beautiful person. Just give her whatever you're going to do, don't do the whole thing. Like if she gets like 20 years in the fucking clink, give her a year. Give her like, what's that word I'm looking for? Be nice. All right, something like that. Like she's going. I know she's going, but when you've been with someone loving you, taking care of you for 3 years, and all of a sudden she fucking puts a porthole in your head and exploits the shit out of you. Fuck that. She took months of my life, put her in for months of her life. I don't know. Teach her fucking whatever they do. It's gonna be nice. There's 1,000 people, and I went on. I have a podcast that CBC does, My Innocence, and he tells everybody on the podcast what's going on. Not like I'm telling you here, but a lot nicer. He's telling her, so everybody with the cult leader gay guy, everybody knows. Everything that's going on with the priestess, everybody knows. I explained it mentally. He explained it. That happened this morning about the priestess. And it wasn't on the podcast, it was on the news. They actually listened to the news because I'm a freak. I'm a freak and nobody knows what to do with me. And I'm tearing up shit everywhere I go in St Lucian. So that's why the news comes in. And not, it's like a Christian news or something. I don't know. But it's public and people watch it. Anyway, they also told me that the Regent priest had learned some scientific stuff from dealing with me. I don't know what it is or what it's about, but they said it's groundbreaking. It's gonna enhance, make their other people's problems go away. And they discovered it through me and my interaction with the priestess. So me and the priestess get credit for our problem, for the discovery they made where they can help other people. So all the shit I went through with the priestess and all the shit priestess went through with me, the Regent priest discovered a new thing. I don't got the details, but it's spiritual connections and loogies and fucking everything going on and how it all works. And they discovered a way to separate the people or something like that. Has to do with that, but it's gonna blow the door off of fucking Christianity once they come up with the details. So if I get them, I'll tell you. Also, one more thing that happened. Priestess got arrested, and that's the last thing that happened. So the cult leaders going to jail. And mostly what the Regent priest got arrested priestess for was she was working with the other cultists. This group. Okay, group is a group people doing something like the politicians here on earth. The group of people doing something, it's a cult. Don't think, join, I'm your leader, shut the fuck up, do as I say. And that's what the priestess were doing. I made a video all about it. When we uncovered that, me and Chris, what's his name? I don't know. He's a Jesus Christ. Christy. When we uncovered that, the priests were there, the regents were there. They saw everything. They were investigating. That's why she got busted. Not so much what she's doing to me, what she was doing with that cult. She was lying to Christ. Another Christ got arrested. Other people in the cult got arrested. And it was all under the table shit with another Christ. This cult was paying a Christ to give them information. They were also paying a university teacher for his guidance in doing this. They all got arrested. Priestess got accused for all that she did, all uncovered by me, mostly me. They took that information, verified it all with the priestess. She's under arrest for all that shit. So it wasn't just me that she got arrested for, but it was because of me. Fuck. And that Helena, whatever her name is, Helena, the cult leader, she wanted me dead. Work, she said, basically to the priestess, work rich. And he's got all his alien contacts is what we need. They wanted information and technology. I'm not privy to it. The aliens don't tell me shit. They just show up and go, hey, and I try to film them. That's it. But they turned it into a fucking cult. We need Rich. So what Helena wanted the priestess to do, since you're with Rich and all this is going on, kill him in the body. We'll take him, bring him into our cult, and he'll work for us with the aliens, and we'll get all the information. And to hell with Christ and the regent priests, and we'll become our own thing because we have technology. And I was supposed to give him all that. I don't got nothing. But whatever they had plans, but I broke it all open. It's all over with. So that's why the priestess got snookered. Oh, what else happened? I don't want to. Oh, Elvis. Elvis and the Queen. Okay. Update on Queen. I just woke up this morning. I was talking. Christ is there. It was really quiet. Christ is there. And I talk, you got anything about the Queen? He goes, the latest I got was she's accused and probably going to be found guilty. Oh, I got one thing about Elvis is going to blow your fucking mind. And Craze verified it. Ooh, it's huge. Elvis, you know, come on, baby. Come on. That guy, yeah. The rock and roll guy. This is going to blow your mind. Anyway, the Queen is accused, saying this all has to go to trial and everything, but all the accusations have been there before she died, and they have to go through them all. It's going to take years to do this. The priests or whatever got to go into her memory, take all her memory of every fucking event she's been through in her life that pertains to the accusation, verify the accusation, prove it's real, prove her dealings in it. She got accusations of mass murder secondhand. So she gave the order for the mass murders. So if you're the king of fucking England or whatever the fuck you are, and you're the king and you tell your soldiers, you go fucking kill. And they're all like, yeah, right on. You go kill. Don't ask fucking questions. Do it. She got accused of that. Secondhand mass murder. Once they find out it was secondhand, she gave the order. Now, I guess the privilege of you being in a position like she was, she implemented evil. Gun to your head, everything, you know. Go do this or fucking die, basically. I keep asking about Diana. They didn't give me nothing. So that is on her. So it's two things. She's accused of killing the Muslim people, of incinerating them, incinerating the bodies. First hand, second hand, probably second hand, because I don't see the Queen getting your hands dirty for nothing. Fuck. The Queen considers you a cockroach. They all consider you a cockroach. Their bloodline is from the Anunnaki. What the fuck do you think? What the fuck are you thinking? What? I can't believe anybody. I go online and people are crying, dying, and sitting in the streets in the rain waiting for, holy fuck. You kidding me? You kidding me? I'm totally fucking blown away by this shit. That people actually care. That's how big the cover up is. And nobody sees it. Unbelievable. All right. So I'm on the 10 kids. 10, I thought it was like 2 or 3, but it's 10 from the residential schools when she went up to the Arctic or up north, or I don't know where it was. Can't remember. I heard about it. She stole a bunch of kids from a native town. Never seen again. Never seen them. No one knows what the fuck happened to them. And I'm sure they all didn't fall through. 10 kids didn't fall through the ice in the fucking lake somewhere, all right? Or they just got beamed up by a fucking spaceship the day the Queen came. That shit don't happen. Everybody knows what happened. I'm on that. I'm accusing her. Fucking taking the kids. Investigating. I told the Regent Priest, I told Christ, they're on it. But there's such, imagine every culture that has accusations of the Queen. That's all going to be done. She's not allowed to go anywhere. Any Christian town. Nope. She's in the illusion. The last I heard, she's in the illusion. And she's denying it all. She's denying it all. What will happen is she'll run from Christ. She'll run from Christ, which is her right. And she'll live in the shithole down below. She ain't going up. She'll just live down there for 1,000 fucking years with the rest of the scum. And you ever see one, shoot them. Because they live down there in the illusion. There's random towns in the illusion where they all live. It's beautiful. Some of them are beautiful. It looks like Washington, D.C. or nice places. They're just scum. Devils doing what they've always done. Anyway, then it goes lower. On to Elvis. Make this short. Okay, Elvis. They said, ooh, this is a good one, man. I couldn't even believe it. But they said, Grace goes, yep, this actually happened. And he's still under investigation. Elvis is still being investigated for accusations. He's not allowed. What the fuck did they say about that in St. Lucian? They said he was allowed, but these new accusations came up, so that he has to be investigated. And that's why they told me this is the latest news on Elvis. He was living in towns in St. Lucian, other places like that. But all of a sudden, these new accusations came up. He has to go live in the illusion because people are so pissed off. Turns out he was accused and he did his time and all this shit or whatever since he's died. And people are still pissed that he was accused of being a pedophile and he's found guilty of it. And my kids are saying he had sex with billions of people. I'm like, come on. It'd fall off before he could do that. There was a lot of people he had sex with, and underage kids, pedophile. So when he was walking around St. Lucian doing that, people would call him, hey, you fucking pedophile. And he would freak out. Which is, he did. And they were accusing him of that. So I guess he did time. He did all his time for that shit. Or maybe not. I don't know the details totally. But anyway, he's not allowed in St. Lucian for being a pedo. He had sex. He had sex with an 86-year-old lady. And something about her eye. I don't really know. He had sex with her eyeball or her eye socket. Christ is telling me I couldn't understand what the fuck he was talking about. Wait, how the fuck do you have sex with an eyeball in their eye? So did he ejaculate in her eye? She was 86. She didn't even know what the fuck she was doing. She was just gone. And he took advantage of her. That's fucking crime. And he said, Christ said, man, I'm just reporting. He had sex with her eye. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Sex with her eye. He ejaculated in her eye. I think that's what he said. I'm not too sure. But what else can you do with an eye? With an eye socket, right? That's Elvis. He's a sick pig. No one likes him. And now for the bombshell. Oh, you're gonna believe this if this gets proven. He was accused, and this got him kicked out of St Lucian, kicked out everywhere in Christianity, as far as I know. He was accused of hunting children or people. Yep. That shit you hear about that they do. I guess he did it. It's not cool to hunt animals anymore, like white rhinos, and there's 3 left in the world. No. Royalty can't do that anymore. It's wrong. But they still hunt people. And you all know what that's about. They made movies about it. They're all bragging. Yep. He got accused of that. These accusations just came to light, which is why he got booted out of St. Lucian until they're cleared. And I guess the regent priest got them, and they're doing that. Also, one more thing, as I was going through this, getting the information, I'm just sitting there watching, and all of a sudden a photograph comes up in my mind, and it's Isaac Cappy standing in front of a mountain going, never seen it before, never seen Isaac Cappy, don't know nothing, but I did a little bit of research. I've had 2 experiences. He signed my illusion room, where you go in and shoot the zombies. He signed it. He got his name. So all the cool people that I admire, hockey players, they all come in there, sign the wall. And there's a big wall in the illusion room that I created where everybody goes to let their stress out. Well, people sign it, you know. I guess he signed it. Christ is wanting me to hook him up. I go, damn, I don't need Isaac Cappy in my head. He goes, you can meet any one of these people you want. And I'm like, no, I'm good, man. Just leave me alone. And he goes, I can hook you up. I go, what about the Queen? He goes, I can hook you up with that. We get information every day. All the latest news, I can hook you up. Turns out, all the accusations and allegations and things that she did is on some kind of Christ newsfeed. But we're all allowed to know. But they put a whole, they don't tell people accusations. All the accusations against me, oh fuck yeah, we're having a heyday over it. But when it comes to like the print, whatever, the Queen, fuck, that stuff is not revealed. So you can get it, but they don't publicly announce it. And what happens when they're accused? I don't know. We're going to find out. I'm going to try to keep track of all this. This Chris told me he'd hook me up and give me a beeline to the information. Anyway, that's all I got. That's all with your soul in St. Lucian. That's all spiritual. So don't ask me about fucking reality here, because I don't know. I'm just going by what Christ and the regents tell me. And they said, Christ, I go, Christ, was he really hunting kids? He was a billionaire, fucking billionaire back in the day. So he went with all the big shots, political big shots, the kings and queens and all the countries. He couldn't go out in public. So he went with these fucking other millionaires and hunted kids. You know, you got an hour head start, go. And then they walk through with their dogs and fucking shot the kids. Plus the sport. Anyway, blew me away. Christ said it out of his goddamn mouth. I heard it. I looked him right in the fucking eye, man. Yeah, he's accused of hunting kids. That's why he had to go. Because he was living in Christian towns, St Lucian and all that, down here. But they took him out. Oh, one more thing I gotta say, I just remembered. About the Queen and mass murder, secondhand mass murder. He goes, she can get a lot of time just for that. Just for that. And you go, and then my kids go, just like you did. Which was, I'm like, what are you talking about? I never did no mass murder. And they go, yes, you did. And I go, what? And they go, when you sank Atlantis. I'm like, holy fuck, I forgot all about that shit. I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right. Turns out, way back in the day when Atlantis sank, I was a scientist working with the scientists. I didn't do it all. I was just working with the scientists, doing electromagnetic energy, you know, like the Area 51s are doing now to fly spaceships and shit. And we're putting it in the earth to do things, scientific research. Well, that caused Atlantis to sink. And I died in the middle of it. But, truth revealed, I ain't fucking lying about shit. I did 100 years or something, just secondhand, working on that technology. If I actually knew it could do that, I don't think I would have done it, said anything. I don't know all of it. I don't know all I know is I was a scientist working in labs and shit with electromagnetic energy going into the earth. And Atlantis blew the fuck up. Me and a hell of a lot of other people did a lot of time for that. And if it was intentional, if it wasn't, I don't know. Yet. I'd like to know, but they won't fucking tell me. They told me about Daniel Boone, which opened that door, which look at the Priestess Daniel Boone playlist. Look at all the shit I went through. It was even worse than what I could describe. So there you go. And I still don't know everything. I still don't know everything about Daniel Boone, all his experiences. So I'm dealing with the Priestess. I'm dealing with CBC right now. Anyway, guys, I've got all night to upload this, so I am leaving. If I get any updates on stuff, I'll make videos because this shit is golden. This is what it's like in St. Lucian. Well, for me, but I'm trying to give you the layout of the land, you know what I mean? When in Rome, prepare because you're going to go. All right, talk to you later. Bye.